John, how you doing? I hope all is well. Listen, I wanted to make sure that you are all set with the invoicing process, so I put together this quick QuickBooks tutorial that you can use to help if necessary. So I'm using a sample company out of QuickBooks, but you can apply it to Thorbon. So I know that you have your quarterly retirement invoices coming up, and then your monthly invoices. You have a couple of those in Interstate and Signature Healthcare. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go into the customer center, okay? And you'll notice these are all mock companies, except for I did create a couple 401k companies. So you will go into Union College, okay, first step, and then you will go into new transactions and invoices. And then an invoice shell will come up. So this uses a future date, so we'll just use that date. But typically, what I did is I used the first two digits of the company's name as the invoice number, then the date they were being invoiced, in the year. That was my invoicing protocol. Then you want to click on item. I believe you have a ton within your item list, but I believe you have something like consulting-retirement, which is what I would use. And then this is a fixed fee, so you would put 9,000. And just indicate there are a few other areas where you can indicate that it relates to the second quarter of 2011, right? And then another very important thing when you're dealing with NFPSI is to make sure down here in the customer message that they make the checks, that the client makes a check payable to NFPSI and they return to you, Kara Thorbon. If they write the checks payable to Thorbon, NFP won't cash them; they'll return them, and it's a nightmare. So you want to do that. I used to even sometimes highlight that. So once you're done, you click Save and New, and then you can go on to your next invoice. So let's say it's United Plastic Fabricating. So this is a situation where the first two digits are the same, so you might do something like that. April 11. Same thing applies. You click on the item, you'll find your item, and then you'll indicate the amount. And remember to make sure you put a customer message that indicates that the check needs to be payable to NFPSI. And then save and close. And you can just ignore this message. And then the next thing that you need to do is you need to print your invoices. So what I would typically do is, you can do this a couple of different ways, but I would typically print the invoice from here, click print, and then I would make sure, though, that I had the Thorbon letterhead in the printer first, so that when this invoice printed out, it printed out on Thorbon letterhead. And then I would typically take the address, and you can cut and paste it right from here. You can copy and paste it into Word, and then I would create the mailing envelope. So it's a very quick process, but it's important. So I thought you could use this, and if you have any questions, feel free to give me a buzz, and I hope all is well. Thank you very much.